teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Here we go. 11, Tommy.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
First down there for T. Higgins. Don't let it be lost in Jamar Chase's phenomenal season. The Higgins had a big year for Cincinnati as well. Topped the 1,000-yard plateau for the first time, and he did it despite missing a few games with injuries. The third-year man could give Cincy a pair of Pro Bowlers at the position here in 2022.
Quick slant caught by Chase. There he goes right side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Well, this defense for the Bengals, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. Haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
Now on 2nd and 13, Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Prescott looks to throw on first. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT. The Cowboys at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 33. A gain there of 21 yards.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, did a little tip-tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Cooks. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number And the Cowboys respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. The extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Bengals drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They were looking good on second down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Here's Burrow. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Looking to throw. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he's going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They go play action with Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Mixon, and he is going to lose yardage here. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow. And his throw is incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. The long drive last time out for this offense, Charles, if you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders, who knows what it could be. He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw complete there to Smith. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's get set. Here we go, here we go. Get in the huddle.
Mixon trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Come on, ready?
Mixon again, and he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year, and the Bengals go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Play action. It's Burrow. He's got his man. That's Sample, the tight end.
Here we go, here we go.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Burrow looking to pass. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going.
And he bulls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Cowboys make over first down at their own 22-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack. and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 38-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that. So I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. From midfield now, Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, Burrow. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Jamar Chase, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bengals continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down throw for Prescott. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Cooks with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. No problem there on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. Throw left side complete to Chase. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 42.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And he's going to get this down near the 25. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And that's complete downfield to Cooks. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut.
Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it, and the Bengals grab it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Well, let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game, and all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
They'll give it to Mixon, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And they go play action now. Burrow. And it'll be intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
Yeah, now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. First down, Prescott. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard, and he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. From the red zone now, Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Tyreek Hill, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. But still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure. But that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready. Because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
The Bengals drive about to get going. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception. There he goes left side. The 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game. Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Prescott looks to throw on first. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Chidobe-Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, this has been a bit of a tough game to figure out when it comes to him throwing the football. He's got the 3 touchdown passes, but now, Charles, this is a third interception.
And those aren't really numbers that you'd like to see balance out. In a normal ledger sheet, if you can balance everything, you feel good about your day. But as a quarterback, you need your ratio to be more like 3 touchdown passes to 1 interception.
And tip your cap to DeMarcus Lawrence. Nice play defensively. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has...
I'm one, Rick.
On 2nd and 12, Burrow. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Micah Parsons picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part, he's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
They'll run with Mixon. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Now, this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And McPherson on for the extra point. And the lead is now an even 30.
Makes the score Bengals 52, Cowboys 22.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got room. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap 1.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Kevin McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And now here is another interception. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. This is caught. Touchdown. Jamar Chase, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
He'll get this to about the 38.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Going to run again here with Pollard. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. To throw is Prescott. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And now here is another interception.
And the Bengals will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
A loss of 5 brings up second and 15 at the 40-yard line.
Get set.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jordan Lewis.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense.
Here we go.
But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. They go play action with Burrow. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you, no question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. So this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now.
Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the play, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the play, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Round of applause and you go, that's it. Damn, that's a bomb with a flick on my wrist. Jersey on my chest, that's a team that I rep. Came in as a rookie, now I'm balling like a freak. If you talking crazy, better say it with your chest. Hit him with the right, then I hit him with the left. Then the juke move, high swing, stiff arm, lights out, you snooze. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the play, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the play, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. It is not a game, it is not a game. Banging on your chip when I come through the paint. Never been about the money or the